Dustin, we're heading into NFL season. You mentioned there's a couple of states that are getting NFL for the full season for the first time. How do you think this is going to, you know, when we look back on all of this, and well, we'll get all the numbers by, let's call it April, whenever we're talking about this in April, and we're looking back over the NFL season 2023, 2024, what do you see from an industry, either growth standpoint, or do you think it slows down? Do you think handle exponentially larger, just a tick larger? What is your predictions here?
Man, putting me on the spot, making me go have a take that you're going to make me be cold on later on. I don't know. I mean, we're not going to see tons of growth because we had this huge start in Ohio. We had a pretty good start in Massachusetts. You know, Massachusetts may be a little different where NFL kicks up and they convert some people that they weren't, but like Ohio was so fast out of the gate. Like, how is that going to grow a whole lot right now? Yeah, it's going to grow month over month, but like they did so much business opening up in January. And yeah, I mean, we'll get into this probably at the end of the year, and next year, the number of states that are going to legalize this is dwindling with every passing year. I don't know. It's like we're going to see more, like, and we've seen, can go talk to Eric about the numbers, but we've seen, some maturing of markets for real this time. I think we've seen some plateauing. Some of these states that are still only a year or two in, they have some growth to be done. And, the dynamic is, does ESPN and Fanatics, do they create new bettors that didn't exist before? That's how we're going to grow the market right now, I think, as opposed to new state launches. So, Fanatics taps into that, or ESPN is able to tap into that. I can see, us growing the market beyond what it has, but I'm not bullish on just huge growth in the next year or two.
We know that everything is going to go down drastically because RIP MaximBet. And so we know the numbers are like everything is just going to go down because we don't have MaximBet in the market.
Well, everything has gone a bit FUBAR, not FUBO, because it can't go FUBO. That's also not here anymore. Speaking of mild piece of news, Ballybet 3.0 has relaunched in Ohio and some other places, as Ballybet had kind of shut down in a lot of places. Where this will probably be the last time that we see PointsBet for a full season, as Fanatics will operate dual brands in a couple of places. That news came out earlier this week as well. So, the consolidation certainly has begun. I think the biggest thing when it comes to handle and revenue this season, especially when it comes to revenue, is going to be, are we going to continue to see the growth of the lottery ticket, the same game parlay, whether it's the 3-leg, 4-leg prepackaged, all these things that are generating 11 and 12% hold for sports books, or even bigger in some cases? Is that what the consumer really wants, or is that just what they're being pushed? Like, as we begin to churn a little bit here, as we're not bringing as many new customers in, are the ones who are being brought in for those lottery tickets, is that really what they want? We're going to find out more about that as this season goes on. I mean, we just saw the launch of a product from SimpleBet that's going to be same drive parlays for football. So, I mean, like, you can get down to this on the micro level if you want. The question is going to be, are people who are not having consistent success on these same game parlays, because nobody is, going to continue to show up at the door for the lottery ticket? And so far, through 5+ years, the answer has been, it seems like they might.
Guys, everything we do, absolutely free, so do appreciate all that support. A little 5-star rating, a little review certainly helps. And if you're on the YouTube side, subscribing to the channel helps us grow as well. You can follow both of those guys on the Twitter machine for free, at Dustin Gouker, Adam Candee, 2 E's, no Y. And, of course, everything over at LegalSportsReport.com for your eyes, and taking in all that great work that Adam and company is doing over there. For Adam, for Dustin, I'm Matt. Talk to you guys next week.